Ted, you first. At the beginning, I think you said full-length job. Do you mean full-time job?
Did I?
Yeah, you said full-length job. I think you meant just full-time. Yeah, I've never heard someone say full-length. You said, I could watch another video. You were talking about Robin Hood, maybe? Just, I could watch. The word could. Just, I saw another video. Could is just not really necessary there. Could implies that there was some reason that you might not be able to, right? And just last one, pronunciation, asset. It sounded like you said asset, kind of, asset. Asset. Jihae, you said, I do support from my family. You were talking about going to the UK. I do support. You are not the one doing the action, right? So I do. You could say I got a lot of support from my family. Or I think the best way you could say, just say my family, my parents are very supportive. They are very supportive of my decision. They are supportive. And then you said, I'm just talk about startup. You want to introduce some topic? Not I'm just talk about. No, I want to talk about. I will talk about this now. Or now I want to talk about. You said, so I worked a little period. I think you were talking about the startup company. I worked a little period. Maybe say, I only worked there for a short time. And then you said you can register some problems or issue on this app. But the first one, just register, the word register, means to sign up, to put in your information. But if you're just on the second startup, you talked about some problem or some issue, I think register is not the right word. Maybe say to post. Post is a word that is used a lot now with online, Facebook or something, to post some issue, to put it there so people can talk about it.
Yeah.
And you said, I think it's kind of trend. Maybe you could say it's kind of trendy, or it's a trend. Jungin? Jungin. Just call you June. Yeah, that's right. June. You said, I felt exhausted all the week. You would say, I felt exhausted all week. A lot of times we don't use the word felt. Just, I am exhausted. I was exhausted. I have been exhausted all week. You said, I tend to believe the blood type theory. First of all, I tend to believe the blood type theory. It just blood type theory sounded strange to me. Someone in America was, what? Blood type theory? Maybe. I tend to believe in the theory, maybe you just need to explain more. The theory that blood type is blah, blah, blah. Don't worry about that one. You said, cannot show the whole kinds of character. You were talking about blood type. Cannot show the whole kinds of character. Instead of whole kinds of, maybe say complete.
Yeah.
Maybe cannot show your complete character. Cannot show your complete character as well. And you said, I think her style is very similar with me. Maybe say, I think her style is very similar to mine. It is not you, it is you're talking about your style. You can say, she is similar to me. You would not say with me, to me. But you said, I think her style is very similar to mine. And thinking about whether my money would be lost or not. Would be lost does not sound right. Thinking about whether I would lose money or not. Thinking about whether my money would decline. You could say my money would decline, my money would depreciate. But the most natural way, I think, thinking about whether I would lose money. Whether I would lose money or not. And Joanna, about Netflix, you said he would give a brief about his new strategy. Maybe briefing. If you're using brief as an adjective, give a brief speech, give a brief talk, or give a. Sometimes we use the word a briefing. Yeah, ing.
Is a verb.
Brief is an adjective. Yeah, briefing is, we use that as a noun, kind of a quick, how can I say? Briefing, quick talk, quick summary, announcement, quick briefing to explain something.
Because I read an article about it and it says he will brief his new strategy.
Okay, so it's a verb. Yeah, he will brief. You said give a brief. Yeah. You can give a speech, give a brief speech. Or he will brief them. You can use it as a verb also. Yeah. Pronunciation wise, you said launched. It sounded like you said lunched. Launched. Launched. Launched, yes. Yeah. 1 month free trial, but I won't maintain it. I would say renew instead of maintain. Yeah. You said there are few contents. Usually we use content is a singular. There is few content, or usually most common way, there's not enough content. There's not enough content would be the best way. Contents, we usually use it as a singular. It will be a key to develop. It's grammar-wise, it's fine. I wrote down maybe this will be very key in developing. This sounds a little bit better. I never experienced this. Grammatically, it's fine. I forget the topic, but I never experienced this. The word experienced, I noticed, is sometimes overused with Korean speakers. Experienced. When we use the word experience, it kind of sounds like a really big type of experience. I would just say I never tried it. I never tried it. I never experienced this. It sounds like, wow, this is some really new feeling or something like that.
It was investing in this.
Yeah, it was investing. It's not something that you really experience and really feel. Just, I never tried that, or I never did it. And you said I'd rather invest to myself, invest in myself. You always invest in the stock market. Invest in yourself. And last one, Sunhae. I think I'm some kind special. You're talking about maybe blood type. Maybe I think I'm sort of special. I think I'm kind of special. Some kind is used to like a type of. Yeah. I'm kind of special. I'm sort of special. I'm a little bit special. From this chart, we can think of the influence on education. Maybe just see. We can see the influence. A lot of times when you're talking about the chart and its effects, we can see this, we can see that. People will less fear. People will be less afraid. People will have less fear. Maybe the best one. People will be less afraid, or not be afraid. Some more people who are succeed. See more people who are succeed. People who are successful. They are succeed is the verb. Successful is the adjective. Spend more money to knowledge our life. Spend more money.
That was wrong.
Make ourselves better.
I wanted to say nourish, but couldn't.
Spend more money on knowledge. Spend more money.
Nourish. Make life more fluent.
Make life more fulfilling. Spend more money on ourselves. Spend more money on self-betterment. Spend more money on improving ourselves.
Plentiful, abundant. I wanted to
Spend more money on making our life abundant. And last one, that makes people to do something. That makes people to blah blah blah. That I would say that no, you can take out the word to. That makes people blah blah blah. That makes people blah blah blah. Or that causes people to. Cause blah 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 to, or just makes. Right? That causes people to be afraid. that causes people to spend more, that makes people afraid, that makes people spend more. So with makes you don't use to after. With cause you do. Cause them to, but not with makes. Any questions? Okay.